I said to Rod last Sunday morning, this is probably going to be your last chance to ride for a week or more. So it'd be a really good idea to go for a motorbike ride today. And he hadn't really made the connection with the weather. And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden he's like, you're right. Yeah, okay. I am going for a ride. And I was going out to a 5 Rhythms class and going out for lunch afterwards. So I was going off to do my thing, and I left the house knowing Rod was going out for a ride. Just before I went into the 5 Rhythms class, I noticed that my phone battery was almost dead. And I thought, oh, if Rod's looking for me later, he'll worry if I don't answer my phone. So I just sent him a message saying, my phone battery is probably going to die. I'll be at home later, just so you know. So I go in, have a beautiful class. And just as the class was finishing, I hear a really familiar sound of a familiar motorbike. And there's Rod driving into the car park. And he had a battery pack and a charger cord. And he also had my spare car key. So his intention was to leave the battery pack and the charger cord in my car so that when I went out for lunch, I still had access to my phone. So there was this really beautiful experience of devotion operating both ways. Like I was looking out for Rod to make sure his needs were met, like go for a ride before the rain comes. And then he was looking after me to make sure my needs were met, that I had a phone and that I'd, be able to contact him or anyone else. So there was this sense of those two things. I felt so much love in supporting Rod to go for a ride, but then I also felt so much love in receiving Rod's support. In many ways, that's a good demonstration of what Rod was speaking to about how devotion kind of feeds itself. There's this sense of, as I'm loving him, he's then loving me. Oftentimes, the conditioning that I've had has been loving in order to get something. When we love in order to get something, there's a sense of contraction, smallness, and nobody's needs get met. Devotion, it's giving the other person what will serve them rather than what will serve me.